Of course, we're back again. As we'll bring you a special program, Transfer Grill on OSRC Television, where we'll serve you transfer stories making round in Europe. I am Olumide Adeluwoye, and joining me to do justice to all this news is Benga Oluwajano.
Thank you so much for joining us on Transfer Grill on OSRC Television.
Of course, let's start with this. Kylian Mbappe for sale. PSG sources are convinced that Kylian Mbappe is already or has already agreed to join Real Madrid in 2024 for free.
Olumide, there are speculations around PSG and Kylian Mbappe. They are having quite a lot of issues.
Yes.
Just like the fight of a club and an individual player, Kylian Mbappe. The fact that there have been, the
club wants him to sign more years, and he's saying that no, he's ready to leave. And since the club doesn't want him to go, so he said he is going to sit out, or he's going to stay till the end of his deal. His deal. So that is 2024, so that he can have access to go to Real Madrid.
But the club is taking offense to that now because they are saying that no one is bigger than the club. So right now, since the club wants him to go, I would rather want to advise him to just really go, because now if he tends to stay, there might be forces against him.
Conflict of interest and the like,
and all of that. So I believe that if he goes and find another
club,
it will be good for him. Then that the center forward for PSG will now be spaced out. So I believe that if Victor Osimhen can just find
feeling
it to be okay for them.
Okay, let's see how all this saga goes in the coming weeks. We will serve you. AC Milan are getting closer and closer to complete Samuel Chukwueze deal, as discussion is on final note.
Yes, last season Chukwueze was the best African player in La Liga. He did so well for Villarreal, and I think it's high time he leaves Villarreal on a very good note for him. And AC Milan is not a bad team for him to go.
Because they also performed well last season.
He would do very well in AC Milan, considering the fact that Ibrahimovic has retired and all of that. So if he goes there, it's a good move for him. And
the negotiation on the table is 20 million euro. Add-ons also being negotiated. Noah Okafor also signed as new AC Milan player on 5-year contract.
Noah Okafor, the name seems Nigerian, but he's a Swiss player. He played last season for Red Bull in Austrian club. And he's a center forward for them. He scored 34 goals. He had 22 appearances. So it seems as if this guy is not really there. But if what's it called, AC Milan gets his services, it will be a
good plus.
A good plus for AC Milan.
Now, official, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang joined Olympique Marseille on free deal from Chelsea.
Oh, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Of course, he couldn't have wonderful playing time last season for Chelsea. So it was most of the time on bench and
well, Olympique de Marseille is, if you ask me, they're not a side to push back when it comes to Ligue 1.
Yes.
So I mean, he would do well if he goes there.
3-year contract.
3-year contract. So let's wait and see what he will do actually.
Okay, Anthony Elanga will join Nottingham Forest on permanent deal.
Elanga, had a little bit of appearances for Manchester United. He's a very young guy.
But I love his style of approach.
Yeah,
he plays well.
He plays well, consider the fact that the height is not even on his side anyways, but he plays quite well. And, his appearances, his performance last season for Manchester United was quite top-notch. And now he's deciding to go to Nottingham Forest.
15 million euros.
15 million euros on a permanent deal. So he will be meeting the likes of our own Taiwo Awoniyi, center forward. And
online, he's also said to sign 2-year deal for that club as well.
And if you ask me, last year, Nottingham Forest, was a side that if you meet,
No, Arsenal. You talk of Arsenal, you talk of Chelsea. They will tell you what really happened. Okay, Saudi Arabia are still carrying and moving players from Europe. And the latest one is Alex Telles.
Alex Telles is a left back for Manchester United before. He had to fill in for Luke Shaw whenever he's not around, and he played well for Manchester United. And of course, he's a 30-year-old, so he now decided to go to Saudi Arabia. I don't know whether he's going for the money or he wants to go and
to be a starter.
Yeah, starter. Or he wants to go and meet Cristiano Ronaldo.
Another big name that will be going to that club as well, is Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane going to Al Nassr it's
wow.
His decision to leave Bayern Munich at this time, I don't know why.
It's very crucial. Last season, a lot of back and forth came in within, I think, him and Sane. They had a lot. And since then, he has followed them pecking order of the coach, and a lot of things have actually transpired in that club. I think that's what is actually making this deal. And actually, the club wants him to go.
And now he has decided to leave and to go to Al Nassr. Now let's see how he's going to cope, because we have the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Marcelo Brozovic, Seko Fofana, and Dasin Talisca,
David Ospina,
and
Alex Telles.
So it's as if Al Nassr are trying to bring
all the Arsenal together to ensure that Cristiano Ronaldo do very well, more than last season.
Let's see how it goes.
And of course, on the last note before we wrap up, it has been what we've been saying in previous editions that Andre Onana is finally and officially Manchester United player.
Finally, for
goalkeeper
Andre Onana, of course, he did his first training for the preseason for Manchester United, and he was quite very happy. You could see the joy in him that he's joining Manchester United, and he said he wants to make sure that he gets the Champions League with Manchester. How he's going to do that, I don't know about it, but he's looking forward to winning big with Manchester United.
Of course, that your last straw, Benga, before we go.
My last straw on the show is the fact that Lionel Messi moved to Inter Miami is quite paying off. I must tell you, because he had his free kick yesterday.
It was super.
It was quite phenomenal.
90 plus 3 minutes. And that stood it up after 10 matches.
10 matches.
That Inter Miami could not win.
David Beckham was on the fan side yesterday, and he was quite amazed about the free kick. So that will tell you that let's see more of Lionel Messi in US.
Of course, more of Lionel Messi and a lot of transfer going on here and there from one club to the other. We'll continue to give you the detail as it breaks, and Hot will serve you. Of course, join us again on Transfer Grill OSLC Television, where we'll continue to do justice to all the stories. I remain your sport anchorman, Olumide Adiluoye.